Hey guys, welcome back to this place. If you are new, welcome here for the very first time. I am Carmen, and today we are watching season 1, episode 2 of The Last of Us. Now, I am so excited to get back into this after the first episode. I thought that the way they transitioned this from game to television was honestly just so well done. Like, it was just excellent. I think the things that they kept the same, like almost verbatim, almost shot for shot, maybe even in some places shot for shot. I just thought that those were so good. They did it so well. And I, like, the things that they changed, I thought only elevated the story. And yeah, so I'm very excited to keep going and to, you know, recognize some things, probably not recognize some things. I thought that the way that they did the cordyceps, like infected people, also like the clickers and stuff like that, like terrifying. Like the only really frame of reference I have for like zombie like things is The Walking Dead. And honestly, comparatively, like, give me The Walking Dead zombies every single time, because they're slow. I just find them much less terrifying. These like move in weird, unhuman ways. They're so freaking fast. It's absolutely horrifying. The horror aspect of this is just great so far. Also, I am a baby when it comes to horror, so we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, you guys know where we are. We're with Joel and Ellie and Tess, and we are, you know, trying to get Ellie from point A to point B, and yeah, that's kind of where we are right now. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling, so let's just get right into this episode.
Ini opiocordyceps. Tapi kenapa menggunakan klorazol untuk mempersiapkan slide?
Kami gunakan sebagai persiapan pengambilan sampel dari tubuh manusia, Bu Ratna.
Cordyceps tidak bisa bertahan pada manusia.
They can now.
Ibu merasa mual. Sebaiknya Ibu segera keluar.
Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't want to throw up in that. Oh, weird. It's like a bite. I mean, it looks like a bite mark anyway. Is she gonna take her tongue out? Is she gonna take her tongue out? I really don't want to see this. Oh, it's that nasty shit. Oh, it's moving. It's moving.
Lalu pekerja yang lain bagaimana?
14 orang hilang.
14.
Kami butuh vaksin.
You can't vaccinate against a fungus though, right? That's what the guy said in the last episode. So,
Jadi apa yang harus kami lakukan?
yeah, exactly what I was gonna say.
Bom.
Bomb?
Mulailah pengoboman.
Ma'am, that,
Bom seluruh kota
oh my god.
dan seluruh orang yang ada di dalamnya. Saya hanya ingin bersama dengan keluarga, dengan suami dan anak-anak saya.
She wants to be with her family when they fucking kill everybody. But it doesn't work, obviously, because it still spreads. So whoever must have already left with the infection. Damn, they're just staring at her. Oh, I guess because they know that she's infected, right? But she's still okay.
They'd make me count to 10 and hold out my hand and then keep it steady. But you know, I think what really impressed them was the fact that I didn't turn into a fucking monster.
Yeah.
There's not gonna be anything bad in here?
Just you.
Oh, funny.
We're doing this for us.
Because apparently you're worth something. But we don't know what you're worth if we don't know what we have.
They're working on a cure.
I've heard this before.
And whatever happened to me is the key to
finding the vaccine. That's what this is. We've heard this a million times. Vaccines, miracle cures. None of it works, ever.
Fuck you, man. I didn't ask for this.
You and me both. This isn't gonna end well, Tess. We need to go back.
But she's the only one who's survived, right? Like, there's something there.
If she so much as twitches.
Don't.
She was really asking to get shot there. She's never been outside the walls of the city.
Whoa.
Yeah, looks different in the daylight, huh?
It looks so good. It looks, from what I remember, it looks so much like the game.
They hit most of the big cities like this. They had to slow the spread somehow. It worked here, but it didn't in most places.
So they bombed. They just kept doing it after Jakarta. Okay.
Wait, are we going in there?
Yeah, we gotta get to the stairwell on the other side.
Well, I don't know how to swim.
Seriously?
Do you think we have pools in the QZ?
No, smartass. I mean,
It's not that
I
deep.
don't know how I'm supposed to know that.
It's just, you cannot see under that water, and that's kind of terrifying.
This is so gross.
Oh, I wouldn't make too much
Yes, sir,
noise.
I would like your finest suite, please.
Yes, ma'am. Would you like me to check your luggage?
Yes, ma'am. Right away, ma'am.
you're a weird kid.
You're a weird kid.
Oh! That scared me.
So, you two, like,
Pass.
He's like, not
how'd you end up in Boston?
interested in
Yes.
answering.
No more questions about me.
He answered literally one question about himself. I remember sneaking around this place in the game.
What the fuck did that? Are you saying something did that?
Oh, clickers?
I've been attacked by one and it wasn't like that.
Okay, from this point forward, we are silent. Not quiet. Silent.
What?
No question.
Right, because the clickers are the ones that are like, they can't see, but they can hear, right? Ah! God. Look where you're going! It's fine. Yeah. They're clicking, right? Oh, I hate the noises. I hate the noises that it's making. Why are you breathing so loud? Fucking hell. I hate, they're so terrifying. They look so good, but dear God, no. Mm-mm. Oh, I remember in the game there being like glass and shit that you couldn't step on. Ugh. Oh God. Okay, thank God.
Maybe the first bite didn't take. But what about the second?
How about you just take the good news? Can you do that? Like to think for once maybe we can actually win? Just go and watch her.
She still has hope.
going on?
I don't know.
No one's there though. Well, the people that are there are dead.
They went inside.
It's over. We are going home.
This is not my fucking home!
She's infected.
I forgot. I forgot.
Show me.
I forgot. I forgot that happened.
Oops. I need you to get her to Bill and Frank's.
No.
They'll take her off your hands. They'll handle it from here.
No, I can't. They won't take her. They're not gonna take her.
They will, because you'll convince them. Yes, you will. I never ask you for anything, not to feel the way I felt, not to, well, you shut the fuck up, because I don't have time. This is your chance. You get her there. You keep her alive. And you set everything right. All the shit we did. Please say yes, Joel. Please.
Oh, fuck! Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. They're all waking up. Oh, my God. You have to go.
What are you doing?
Making sure that they don't follow you.
For some reason, in my mind, I remember her getting shot. I didn't...
Say who you can say.
No! We're not leaving her! Get off me, you fucker! I'm not going with you!
Should have kissed her goodbye, you know? I guess maybe they can't because of the... I don't know how it works. I don't know if, like, saliva would transfer. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. We gotta keep trying. No. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. I did not want to see that. Okay, there you go. I remember that she had died in that place, but I just forgot that she was infected. What a sad way to end that episode. Sorry. Another really great episode. I don't know if I'm remembering wrong from the game. I can't remember if she was infected in the game or not. I think she was, but I think in that section of the game there's like a shootout and they have to leave her behind. Or maybe it is just because she's infected, but I feel like there's like a shootout in that section of the game. Like, I feel like I remember that. Like, but maybe I'm just remembering it wrong. Again, like, it's been a few years. So I don't fully remember every single part of the game. So right now our mission sort of is to take Ellie to Bill and Frank, which I vaguely remember Bill and Frank, or Bill or Frank, if the next section is like what I think it is. But I don't know. I don't know fully from the game I'm talking about. So that's going to be interesting. I'm really excited to see Ellie and Joel's relationship continue to develop throughout the show, and to, you know, continue to strengthen, and for him to really start caring about her. I really liked Tess in the game. I really liked Tess in the show. Obviously, Tess is played by Anna Torv, who I absolutely adore. She is from Fringe, and I love Olivia Dunham in Fringe. She's one of my favorite characters in TV, and I think that she played Tess really well. I wish that we got to see more of Tess, both in the game and in the show. So I'm really gonna miss her character. I think that she still had that hope that Joel kind of lost with Sarah, and I don't know. I think that she could have, you know, added more to the game and the show. But I also understand that it's supposed to be about, like, you know, Joel kind of having to bond with Ellie and sort of getting a makeshift daughter back, right? Or another daughter, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling. So, I thought this episode was really well done. Like, Did my brain shut off? Yeah, it did. So, I don't even know what I was saying. Hold on. Let me gather my thoughts. That's what I was saying. Okay, so I really love all of the scenery, all of the cinematography. The colors are beautiful and spectacular. Like, all of the greens especially really shine. And I think it looks so much like the game, and that is like a huge compliment, because I think the game looked great, and I think they've done such a beautiful job of transporting it onto this medium. And yeah, I'm just absolutely loving it. I think that the casting was brilliant. Like, I absolutely adore so far everyone who has been in the cast, and I think they're really embodying these characters in a really just a really beautiful way. I also really like to see that some of the things that you learn throughout the game, through like exploring and reading and stuff, they're kind of like telling you in the show. And it's also really fun to meet characters like Ibu Ratna, I think was her name, Ibu, and to sort of like see that it's actually really sad, right? Because she was willing to sacrifice everything, herself, her family, to try to save the world, but like just bomb the city, get rid of it, you know? And unfortunately, it wasn't enough. And then, as we saw in Boston, right? Is that where we are? That they bombed there too, and they apparently bombed a lot of places, which I did not remember from the game. Because again, this is not a steel trap. This is like a goldfish. And like, to see that they kept trying to slow the spread and to stop it with like extreme options and extreme force. and that still didn't work is honestly pretty terrifying. Like, we would just be fucked, honestly. And I think it's really cool to see the clickers come to life. I remember the clickers the most from the game, I think, except for like was that bloater? Like, ugh, bloaters, I remember. But the clickers are so like creepy, and like the things on their, like the mushroom faces that they have and stuff, and like they're so fast, like you can't make any sound. Like, they're just honestly terrifying. Like, I think that they really are nailing the horror element of these cordyceps, and really like bringing that to the to the forefront is like how fucking terrifying this would be. Because again, to compare it to like The Walking Dead, for example, like, sure, you have to be quiet and stuff, but they can't, like, if you can run relatively fast, you're probably gonna be fine in that situation. Like, they were in a building with only 2 of them. It wouldn't be as much of a threat, I don't think. You know, and this is not, I'm not saying anything against The Walking Dead. Like, I really enjoyed The Walking Dead. I thought it was great. I loved a lot of it. But I just feel like, for me personally, like, seeing a zombie-like creature that is so fast, and like, it just kind of brings it into perspective that like this is terror. Like, this is horrifying. You know? Like, give me those slow ambling zombies that decompose and like any day over that. You know? So I didn't, like I said, I did not write a ton down. Let me scrub through, because I feel like I remember that there was other things that I wanted to say, but I don't remember fully what they were. One thing I will say is I really wish that we could have seen more of the relationship between Joel and Tess. And I wish that they could have had a chance to be more vulnerable with each other, and that he in particular could have had a chance to be more vulnerable with her. Because I think even 20 years later, the trauma that he endured has really closed him off to letting people in and allowing himself to truly care. And we see that change with Ellie. Not yet, but, you know, in the game. And it's unfortunate that he couldn't have changed soon enough, that him and Tess could have had a deeper connection, you know? Now, I'm not sure when Tess got infected, but I would be curious if it happened before her conversation with Ellie in the beginning of the episode, or if it happened after, because I do think that it would make even more sense that she's, really holding on to this hope that Ellie represents. I mean, I think it makes sense regardless that she's holding on to this hope that Ellie represents, because for 20 years there's been no hope. There's been like rumors of this, like they said, like there's always rumors that there's somebody out there and that they're going to be able to find a cure, and you know, that's sort of like the rumor that is the, I don't know, like comfort blanket that people are using to wake up each day and keep going. Because if you don't have any hope that there will ever be a cure, that anything will ever get better, it's going to be really hard to keep going, right? So you kind of have to live in that hope somewhat. And those rumors kind of, I think, keep that hope alive. But I think for the first time here, for, you know, at least for Tess, here is Ellie. And she is actually infected but not getting worse. And this is something they've never seen. So there is a hope in her that actually things might change, that there actually might be a future in which people don't have to live this horrific existence of just trying to stay alive. Like, there might be a point in the future, like this bright shining light, even if it's only like this big right now, that people might get a chance to actually really live again and not just survive. And I think that that's a really powerful thing, you know, for to people to have hope that it is possible that a world without this horror can exist. Yeah, so I don't know. I just think that's really cool. And I think that for Tess, you know, that was sort of important. Now, I think that Joel has resigned himself to live in this world and exist in this world, and he's like, you know what? This is it. Like, Sarah ended hope for him. Sarah ended, like, the idea that you should do anything but survive. At least at this juncture in the show, I think. Also, I had totally forgotten that it worked, like, if you step on a strand here, it can wake people up over there. Like, completely forgot about that. Also, fucking terrifying, okay? Like, again, the horror element. It's very well done. So, I also think that it's really cool that that scene with Ellie when she's looking over, like, the ruined city, really. And she's like, you know, you can't beat this view. Because, I mean, anyone who grew up and, like, lived like Joel and Tess in the civilization before, like, the ruin, would look at that view and be like, isn't this so sad? Because they know what that view used to look like. And it's destroyed. It's, you know, decimated. And yet Ellie, who is from, you know, was born into this world, she's like, I've never seen this much open air and, like, buildings and, like, horizon and all this stuff, because she's always been in the walls of the city. And so she sees the beauty in that. And I think it's really cool to sort of be able to have that juxtaposition of perspectives, because as an audience who lives in, like, the world that we live in, which would be a world before that happened, I think that we automatically see it from Joel's perspective, like, oh, isn't this sad to see, like, what has become of the world that we know. And so it's kind of cool that they have the Ellie character allowing you to have this other perspective of, like, oh, isn't this amazing? There's open air and there's open space, and, like, I can see so far, and I've never experienced this in my life. And I think that Joel in particular needs that sort of optimistic perspective, but I think it's also, like, a reminder to us, the audience, that there's always another perspective from which you can look at things, you know? You can focus on the horror of the destruction, or you can focus on the beauty of the rebirth, like all of the nature that's coming back into these buildings where the world, you know, plastered over it with concrete and shit like that. And then now life is growing, you know? It's just a matter of, like, shifting your perspective. And I just think that's cool. Anyway, I have rambled plenty for this post-episode discussion. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you're enjoying it. Even though I know the story beats and everything like that, I'm still really enjoying the story. So I hope that you're still really enjoying my reaction to the story as someone who has played the game. I don't know if that adds or detracts from it. Like, you guys can let me know. I think that it adds to it because I have, like, additional context for things, and it's really fun to see it. But then also, because I have such a shitty memory, I also forget things. So it's kind of like I'm experiencing it for the first time in some ways too. Anyway, Did I not just say I was done rambling? Lies. It's always lies. I'm sorry, you guys. I ramble. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. As always, if you want, you can watch the next episode right now over on Patreon if you're watching this on YouTube, as well as my entire full-length reaction to this episode, watch-along style. That is over on Patreon as well, and that is linked in the description down below. Yeah, I hope to see you guys next time for episode 3. Until then, bye guys!